Hi everybody, my name is Damian Abrahams. I'm the mental health therapist at Cadott Lake School, and today we are doing a video on learning can be fun, and it is in response to a request that we had for going over the different learning styles. Students learn in different ways. Some of them need to hear instructions, some of them need to see instructions, some of them have to work with both hearing and seeing instructions. We're here to demonstrate what it's like to meet those needs of our students, and hopefully you guys will take something away from this. One of the aspects of learning that I want to make a case for, which might not be so popular among the teachers, is doodling. This is a piece of work that I did in preparations for this video, and my case is that when a student is engaged in the creative process, whether that be doodling, whether that be reading, both sides of their brain are communicating with each other. They're being both creative and they're being logical at the same time. And what that does is opens the mind up to new information, thereby creating a better learning environment for them in this case. So if your student is in class doodling, it might seem like they're being absent-minded, but in reality, their brain is open to more information.
I'm Kim. I am the mental health worker working with MP Psychology. Today I would like to talk about some of the different learning styles. So auditory learners, they do learn a bit by listening, but they learn more by demonstration. So a good way for those kind of learners to learn is by talking it through first and then giving an activity or showing a demo how to do it. So for example, today I'm going to be making Play-Doh. So if I had some students in my classroom with different learning styles, what I might do is a little test to see who learns which way. So the first thing I would do is I would give the ingredients to all the children and give them the notes written down and see how many children follow the recipe by the notes. And then when that's done, I'd give them all the ingredients again, but tell them to watch it on a YouTube video and see how many of those students can do the same recipe learning by the YouTube video. And that way you can see the different learning styles. So I'm going to take some flour, some oil, and of course these are just pre-measured, but the students can read the recipe and see how much of everything needed, and some salt. And then I'm going to need some water. Thank you. Just enough to make it damp. And then I'm going to keep stirring and then keep adding little bits at a time until it's the right consistency. This is a fun way for hands-on learning because they learn about measurements. They learn about hand and eye coordination. And then if they're reading the recipe, they learn reading. And at the end, they can make different objects with their Play-Doh. Once again, for the eye and hand coordination. And it didn't need very many ingredients, and it's not that long of a process. And they have Play-Doh that they can play with. This is awesome for the younger children, but also slime is also kind of like this, and older children just love it. So that's my one idea. Another idea I have for the younger children is making a noise maker. So you would just grab two pie plates. Put a little bit of beads, and then this is good. They can see the amount of beads makes this much noise. And if I put in too many beads, it won't make so much noise. So once again, it's a lot about problem solving. And then I would tape, glue these two ends together, put some sort of stick, and that would be my noisemaker. And you can decorate it with some stickers. Another fun project that the older children really like to do over the summer was decorating their own hats. And so I got all these materials at Dollar Tree, so they were very cheap, inexpensive, and easy to do. Sorry, the paint I got at Walmart. But they can decorate, it's the hats, they can write their name, learn about writing, learn about distance. You know, how many hats did you do? I did 2 hats, 1 + 1. And the last little project I'd like to talk about is just tie-dye. Tie-dye was an awesome project, hands-on project that they can do as well. So these are just some fun ideas to help bring fun into the classroom. Thanks.
Hi everyone. So I just wanted to talk to you today with this fun learning activity video about science experiments. So sometimes you might have a child who comes into school, they're feeling out of sorts, they're not in a very good mood, and you're having a hard time focusing, or they're having a hard time focusing in the classroom. So let's say you have to teach science, okay, and you have a child that's not really focused. So one thing you could do is you can actually do a really great hands-on learning activity. So for this activity, all we need is just a baggie, some skewers. You can even use pencils or pencil crayons or anything that's kind of like sharp and will go through one end and out the other. And today I'm actually going to be using skewers. So basically, in a nutshell, what this science experiment is about is more, has to do with molecules. So this is polymer, and polymer is really like a long, flexible chain of molecules. So what happens is when you take the stick and you poke it through the bag, sometimes kids will find this very interesting, and it can also be a way to help them engage in what you're talking about. A lot of people would expect this to go through and then you have water leaking all over the place. But it's interesting what happens. So we're gonna do a little test here. So we'll put this through and there's no water. So what happens is the molecules spread out and they actually seal around the item that is going through the bag. So this can really just help your kids learn about science in an engaging way. And a lot of kids are like, wow, that's pretty exciting, you know? So we talked earlier about like visual aids and talking and just hands-on learning. So this is a really great science experiment that you could use with your kids as well. So there's a lot of great ideas that can help them stay engaged within the classroom. So thank you so much for just watching this little activity, and take care everyone. Bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Sonia. Children, they call me Miss Sonia. And today I want to tell you what I do with the kids in the classroom so that you can also do the similar kind of thing. So here I have a kind of a wooden plain board, and here I have some of the alphabets that I spread it. So sometimes I ask the kids, what do you want to make it? So sometimes they pick whatever random alphabets and place it here, and sometimes they ask the teacher to know about the spelling and make it. So in my past experience, they asked me the spelling of welcome. So I'm just looking at all those words that come in welcome, and then I also want to tell you like what are the benefits of making all these things. So when you make all these art and craft stuff, the best thing is that you feel like you are connected with something. You're doing, your connection is there, and then your eye coordination with whatever you are making is enhancing. And another beautiful thing is that when you do, you learn some spellings, and which is really amazing. Like you learn different kinds of spelling. And another emotions that regulates while doing all these things is that when you paint each and every alphabet according to your own color, and that time you feel like, yeah, this is the best part that you are doing, because you know what, when things go according to your own way, that really helps in regulating the emotions. So look at this, what I came up with. So it's a WELCOME, and I'm gonna paint it with different colors. And then if I want, I can paint the background as well. So this will help me in my thinking process, and it will also help me in regulating my emotions. Like sometimes I feel like I'm tired and I need to do some creative work, so I find this thing as the best approach. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Wish you all the best.